remember playing in a big event. It was the Northern California Championship, and I was into match play, and I played with a really top player, a guy who'd been on the tour, and we went into extra holes, and it was a really tough match, really good match. I had a lot of respect for his game. And so I went up to him afterwards and I said, if there was one thing that you could recommend for me for my game, what would you recommend? And he said, learn how to breathe. And I was kind of young, pretty dumb, and I thought, we just had a great match. That's the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. Learn how to breathe after this match, and that's what you tell me? And it wasn't until later that I went back to school that I learned how valuable that advice really was. So believe it or not, how we breathe affects us somatically. So for instance, if you breathe through your chest, and even if you did this just here, everybody sit up here for just a moment. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a number of breaths, even if they're relatively deep breaths, but only in your chest. So no air down into your diaphragm. So even if they're deep breaths, if it's just in your chest, only after 3 or 4 breaths you can begin to feel like, ooh, my body's I'm starting to get a little buzzy here. Your body interprets what's called shallow breathing if it's only in the top part of your chest. Your body interprets that as panic breathing. And it says, oh, must be something going on. Let me dump some adrenaline and some cortisone in your body and start pumping you up. Right? So it activates your sympathetic nervous system. Whereas, on the other hand, deep diaphragmatic breathing, or yoga breathing, or relaxation breathing, where you take a deep breath, and not only just fill your lungs, but fill the lower part of your lungs, and take as much air in as you can, and hold that in for a little bit, and then exhale slowly. And I like to do it in a rhythm, actually, when I do it. So I breathe in deeply for 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, and then I hold for 2 beats, 1, 2. And then I exhale for 4 beats. And as I exhale, I actually do a body scan as I exhale, and I say, where am I storing tension? And I let it go. And I let it go. And I'll take a deep breath for 3 beats. Hold for 2, and then exhale. And I'll do a little body scan. I'll say, where is it? And I'll just let it go. And as I'm standing right here, I just try to let it all out the bottom of my feet. So when I take deep diaphragmatic breaths, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, and your body actually begins to dump DHEA and a bunch of other hormones in your body to slow you down. So just by your breathing, you can affect your body activation, and you can change. So by breathing, you can get yourself from whatever stage this is to neutral, and there are physiological reasons behind doing it correctly. I don't mean a deep chest breath. You see a guy running a race and he does one of these. I'm like, no, take a belly breath, man. Get that thing out there. Get that deep. Fill your lungs way in the back, all the way there. Get it deep. Get yourself to neutral. Breathe. And the second thing you can do is you can visualize. Use your imagination. Remember, we called the automatic brain the mind of the imagination. So imagine a positive result. We have this little thing that we do when we're out on the golf course. And I've had to do this a number of times with people whose self-talk tends to be a little on the negative side. So they have to walk up to each shot and they look at it wherever it is, and I like to do this particularly when they're in the sand, and particularly when they're in a sand with a really high bunker and a tight pin, and they know it's an impossible shot. And I have them stand there and I have them look at it and they go, great, this is my favorite shot! And they have to say it with excitement. I guarantee you the first time they do, they go, great, this is my favorite shot. So just look at what that little, so you guys are laughing, right? And so that's what happens almost every time. But say that again. They go, great, this is my favorite. They start laughing. And so all of a sudden the tension kind of goes away. So that's another way for you to kind of get out. I mean, he was in there and he was like really tense. Boom, man, I'm in there. You're down here tight. So he started laughing a little bit. Guess what he did? Got to neutral. Okay, so that's another technique. You just got to neutral. And then he started saying, okay, you know what? If I pull this off, that'd be the shot of the day, wouldn't it? Wow. Now, this is a person who's habitually negative, right? But if I pull this shot off, that'd be the shot of the day, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. You get the honor of shot of the day. So all of a sudden, what's he doing? Right? He's starting to get himself over here. Now he's thinking, oh, shot of the day. Now I got something to shoot for. This is where he operates the best. So do you see the process that I went through? Breathe. Or look at it in a little different way. Get yourself to neutral. Laugh. Tell a joke. Whatever. Do something. Get yourself to neutral. And then do something. Wow, this is my favorite shot. And you hit it. And you go up to the next one and you go, no, actually, this is my favorite shot. And you know why? Because it's the one I got to hit right now. The shot I got to hit right now is my favorite shot. I don't care where it is, or what, but this is my favorite shot. Wow, okay. Well, what an attitude to take out on the golf course. Wow. So that's why whenever you guys, when we do our playing lessons and you hit one in the sand, what do I say? Opportunity for personal growth. Excellent! This is your favorite shot, isn't it? You guys are all laughing because you've heard that, haven't you? Now you know where it comes from, right? Here I am. I'm inadvertently, whatever, on this. I'm teaching you the emotional landscape. Opportunity for personal growth. And if you take that attitude, guess what happens? After a while, you're like, oh, it's hey, this could be the shot of the day right here. Holy cow! And then you feel great. And then you hit a Picasso, but that's in another lesson.